Hi guys, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Anggit Prameswari and today I'm going to explain about meaning relation in semantics meeting. Okay, so the first one is hyponymy. The semantic relationship between each of the more specific words like daisy and rose and the broader term like flower is called hyponymy. Hyponymy is a relation between words that results from a relation. If A is hyponymy of B, B is called hyperonymy. For example, dog is a hypernym for Dachshund, Chihuahua, and Poodle. The second one is superhero is a hypernymy for Batman and Spider-Man. A word can be hypernymy if there are no other words that can be classified under it. Hypernymies are also called generic terms or superordinates. The next one we have regular compounds. For regular compounds, there is a corresponding semantic rule which can be described as follows. A regular compound has two parts. The first is called the modifier, the second one called the head. The modifier adds a specification to the meaning of the head noun. For the example, in apple juice, the modifier apple adds the specification produced from the apple. Uh, there are also park bench means bench in a park. Headache pill is a pill for treating headache. Next one we have opposition. Opposition is a semantic relation in which one word has a sense or meaning that negates or is in the sense of scale distant from a related word. For the oppositions, we have five types. The first one is antonyms. Two expressions are called antonyms if they denote two opposite extremes out of range possibilities. For the example is old with young, old with new, big with small, thick and thin, good and bad. Their meanings can be illustrated by means of a scale of age, size, diameter, quality, brightness, and difficulty. The second one, we have directional opposites. Pairs such as in front of with behind, left with right, and above and with below have much in common with antonyms. For each such pair, there is a point of reference from which one looks in opposite directions on a certain axis. The third one, we have complementaries. The type of opposition represented by aunt with uncle or by with still is known as a complementary opposition. Complementary opposites are logically complementary. The negation of one term is equivalent to the other term. Complementary more typically occurs with noun. The fourth one, we have heteronyms. A set of heteronymous terms jointly cover a wider range of possibilities. For the example, if X is Sunday, it cannot be Monday. If X is a dog, it cannot be a duck. But unlike antonyms, heteronomy is not related to scales. Heteronymies are not opposite extremes, but just the members of a set of different expressions which often have a common hypernymy. And the fifth one, we have converses. Converses defined as two expressions of each other if only they express the same relation with reverse roles. For the examples are above with below, before with after, borrow with lend. The last one we have lexical fields. It refers to a group of words or expressions that are related in meaning. These words or expressions typically share common theme or topic and are used to express different aspects or nuances of that theme or topic. There are three types. The first one is small fields. Some fields are quite small. For example, each pair of antonyms such as thick and thin forms a lexical field of two members. The second one, we have taxonomies. This refers to hierarchical structure that organize related words based on their meaning. For the example is clothing is general category and footwear, upperwear, and underwear are more specific subcategories within clothing, that is a taxonomies. And the third one we have meronymies. Meronymy is a word that denotes a constituent part of member of something. For the example, apple is a meronymy of the apple tree. I think that's all from me. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.